Greetings and salutations, my beautiful people. Let's get into the next topic, all right? So, Georgia. The Georgia Public Service Commission, all right? So they got two new individuals who won. So before I jump into it, I take my seatbelt off. Always like to give congratulations to the winner, all right? Doesn't matter if I voted for you, didn't vote for you, like you, don't like you. If you won, congratulations, man. All right? I'm not a fucking hater. That's one thing that I'm not. I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator. All right? Now, I got to hold you to, not the fire, but I got to hold you to your word on what you supposed to be doing. All right? So we got Democrats Peter Hubbard and Alicia Johnson have delivered an upset in Georgia's off-year special election Tuesday, defeating two Republicans on the state's Public Service Commission. All right, the double victory marks the first time the Democratic Party has won a statewide constitutional office in Georgia since 2006. All right, so you know, I had to find out, Georgia Public Service Commission, what is that? What do they do? Who's on it? You know, what is it all about? So I looked it up. All right. So the Georgia Public Service Commission, PSC, is a 5-member constitutional agency that regulates electric, gas, and telecommunications services within the state to ensure they are safe, reliable, and reasonably priced. All right. So 5 people have a job that makes sure Georgia Public Service Commission is a nice, safe, and reliable and reasonable price service. 5 people. All right, now 5 people. Okay. 5. So they said the 5 commissionaries are elected statewide to staggered 6-year terms. As of November 2025, the members of their respective districts. All right. So you have 5 districts. Okay. And you have, I don't know if this was the before. I think this is what it was before. Has to be, because the people who won was Peter and Alicia, and they ain't on here. So the 5 old members was Jason Shaw, Fitz Johnson, Tim Echols. I heard that name before. What's her name? Tricia Predamore and Lauren McDonald. Okay. So the main responsibilities, all right, conducting investigations and public hearings on utility matters. Okay. Enforcing rules and regulations regarding service quality and safety, including natural gas pipeline safety programs. Okay. Managing the transition to competitive markets for services like natural gas, and monitoring service quality in a deregulated environment. Okay. Resolving territorial disputes between different utility providers, electric membership corporations, and municipalities. All right. Okay. So that's their main duties, okay? All that stuff I just said, That is their main duties. I'm going to put all this information in the description, okay? You have contact information here. There's a toll-free number, right? So if you have any questions, you can contact, I don't know necessarily those individuals, but that's the information. I'm going to put it in the description. Don't worry, okay? So there's 2 Democrats now on the 5-member panel. I don't know if all of them are Democrat or one Republican. I don't know. But what I do know is it got flipped. So the 2 Republicans that are no longer there are now Democrats. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't have an issue with how my water or my electricity bill has been. I'm very conservative. I just work. I don't turn my AC or my heat on and off all the time. I have it on a set temperature, so, you know, my bill is not really crazy or outrageous. All right, put it that way. My water bill might fluctuate depending if I'm watering my grass or plants, but obviously since the season has changed, my water bill has become low. My water bill is normally around $50, right? And if I'm doing a lot of laundry, watering my grass, front and back lawn, it could sometimes go up to like $90 to $100, all right? Electric bill is normally 100 and I'm just gonna say 140 to $50. All right, I have solar panels. Don't use a lot of electricity. Like I said, heat and AC, not really. I have my thermostat set to a set temperature, so I really have no issues with these type of things. The other people might have issues, so I don't know. But once again, congratulations to the 2 winners, and we're going to be checking receipts, and we're going to be seeing how y'all do. All right, like, share, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know what you think. I'm not a hater, but I'm a congratulator. But I'm also going to hold you accountable if you fuck up. All right, information will be in the description. I will put some news clips on as well so you can hear from the pros. All right, salute, peace.
If you're fed up with high Georgia power bills, listen up to this. Democrats just pulled off a major upset, flipping 2 Republican seats held on the Georgia Public Service Commission. This is the group that decides how much we pay in our utility bills. In the race for District 2, Alicia Johnson defeated longtime Commissioner Tim Echols with about 63% of the vote. And in District 3, Democrat Peter Hubbard defeated Republican Fitz Johnson by roughly the same margin. We spoke to both winners after their victories, and they say that this change is about putting the people first.
Good public policy is people-centered policy. And so this is an opportunity to have the people understand what's happening around the decisions that they will inherit for decades to come.
So what I really do think it says is that people are frustrated with paying higher power bills. They want leadership at the Public Service Commission, and they want people to proactively look after their interests and center the public in the Public Service Commission.
Even with these 2 Democratic wins, Republicans still hold the majority on the Public Service Commission. 3 seats are Republican and now 2 seats are Democrats. But this change marks the first time in nearly 2 decades that voters have changed the makeup of the Public Service Commission.